Sticky, bitch. But you saw Nia Long almost put some hands on her. Apparently, there was a very heated exchange.
Is that who she was talking about? Is Nia Long from Chicago? Was she saying, was that the one who she was talking about, that she said somebody came up to her and snatched her and was like, I don't like that you've been shading me on your show?
Word on the streets, yes. It was Nia Long that had a heated exchange in the lobby of Othello on Broadway. Candy Burris' smash hit. Oh,
shit.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, hey, you guys. Welcome back to another week of MVP.
What's up?
I'm Shiloh, a.k.a. She's a runner. She's a track star.
And I'm Chelsea, the stick-up kid. Ain't never gonna not be.
Welcome, y'all.
It's time for Queer Cheers.
Woo-hoo. Let's go.
I wanted to give a shout out to someone actually I know personally. Her name is Danielle, and her wife, Ruthie, have a dope-ass queer Black woman-owned bookstore over in Moreno Valley called Get Lit Books and Tings, okay? Why be othered elsewhere when you can be centered here?
I love that.
Me too.
That's their slogan?
That's their slogan.
Oh, that's such a great slogan.
That's their slogan. They created the space that they wanted for themselves and their community to have, which I think is just dope. So they're curating books for queers, women, POCs, and bibliophiles. I've known Danielle for a very, very, very long time. I would say back into, early 2010, maybe around there.
Oh, Danielle with Blue.
Yeah, Danielle with Blue. You know her. You met her. This
Black
Blue
Lesbians United.
Yeah, she does a lot in the community. She does a lot in the queer community. She does a lot with Blue. She does a lot of hosting. But she and her wife started this bookstore, and it's dope. It's over in Moreno Valley. It's in a mall, and they just are really centered around just women, a lot of women authors, a lot of Black authors, a lot of queer authors, and it's like just a dope space. You walk in and you just automatically see yourself on the walls. You see yourself in the artwork, and whether or not you see them in there, you know immediately it's Black owned, it's queer owned, and it's just so dope. So if you're not in the area, please go and support a Black queer-owned bookstore. Wherever you get your books from, make sure it's from your community or a community that you want to support. Amazon is not a community, y'all. Okay?
Yeah. We're not doing Amazon anymore.
No. Their online shop is powered by Bookshop, which profit shares with all of the indie bookstores that sell through it. So as long as you choose Get Lit Books and Things, it will benefit them.
Dope.
And you can do that. You can set it to your own local bookstore as well. So they will profit as well. So they sell their audiobooks also through Libro FM, and it's the same thing. They do profit sharing. These are all great alternatives to Amazon, who also, just so y'all know, rolled back their DEI programs.
Yeah, just like Tarjay, you know, we not fucking with them. They gonna fuck around and find out.
Absolutely not.
I just renewed my Costco membership, baby.
Me too.
I said, well, let me go get my shit in bulk.
Just got my picture taken yesterday.
If anybody needs some extra toilet paper, I got you, because baby, this one I live by myself now, so that's the only thing with Costco is like
you buy. But listen, I got you. So you when you go, I'll know and let me know.
And we'll just have it.
Vice versa, 100%. I went yesterday, drove out of my way. It's not close, but
I
refuse to go to Target.
And you know what? It's making me get into the community more, get out of my house more, because you know the convenience of Amazon had us all locked in our homes. So it's like, you guys, we can take the blinders off. We can like stop at any time and walk outside and like go back to the shops and support people. So that's the silver lining in it all.
Absolutely. Get into your community, get into your neighborhoods. And if that's, a little bit too hard for you for whatever reason, your schedule, get online and find your communities online, because they are there. So shout out to Danielle and her wife, Ruthie, over at Get Lit Books and Things. And they can be found online at getlitbooksandthings.com and their IG of the same. So
dope.
Shout out for
Queer
Cheers for them.
We love it. Vibe check.
What's going on, Shy?
Woo! Woo, girl, I ran 6.2 miles today.
What?
That is the longest I've ever ran in my life.
That's a lot.
In my life, I'm 40. This is the longest I've ever run in my life.
That's a lot.
You know, God is really trying to show me something with this running thing that I've just been so astounded by. And it's like revelation after revelation. First of all, it's a very mental thing. Like, I didn't realize how mental it is and how much you have to kind of fortify yourself to kind of keep going. So it makes me take care of my body in a different way because it's like, oh, I have to stretch. I have to hydrate. I have to get some carbs.
Yeah, because you don't want to hurt yourself.
No, that's the last thing I want to do. So it's like I have to really take care of myself in a way that it's like I do okay, but it's like this really makes me focus. And then on top of it, it's like to press on and do things that you don't think you're capable of, it's like, holy shit, okay,
No,
God, I
that's
see
dope.
what you're trying to do. I see what you're trying to do.
Good for you.
So far, so good on
Wow.
this half marathon journey. It's,
Wow.
Yeah, it's wild.
Did you do like a little Rocky stance at the end? Like, oh!
No, the first time, last week I had to do 5 miles, and I definitely did, because what was on Glorilla? Go, 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 go. That was on, so I kind of did a little Rocky thing to that. But this time, first of all, Throw Baby, that's what brought me into you sexy little bitch, sexy little way what, little way. That's what I finished my 6.2 miles to. And I was like, you know what? I love this for
I'm
me.
not mad that was your song that got you home. Listen, bring it home.
I love that for me.
That's so dope.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you, friend.
You got it from like 0 miles to 6.2. That's something to be said about that. How long have you been running now? How long has it been?
This is my second week. This is the end of my second week. I just have a recovery run tomorrow, but I'm following the Nike app because Nike Run Club app, because they have the Nike LA Run training course. So it's like a 90-day training. So I'm just following it and making sure I get in my runs, because they were like, that's what's going to bring you to feel prepared and not so like you're going to shit your pants on the day of the marathon.
I mean,
you know?
Nike does it. So,
you know,
they'll teach you how to do it.
Exactly.
Wow.
So I'm just following it, doing their guided runs, and it's been a really dope experience so far. I'm not even going to front on you. Something I never thought I would say.
No, that's dope. 2 weeks from 0 miles to 6.2 is, I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Shiloh, I just speak for all of us when I say you are an inspiration to us all.
Shut the fuck up. Yo, have you been watching March Madness?
No.
Oh my God. It's so good right now. Women's. I'm watching women's. Yeah. But Juju Watkins unfortunately went down with an ACL tear. She's like, she's the girl out here. She's like endorsement girl. It sucks. You hate to see it because it's Sweet 16 about to start up. So that's when it gets like good. It's all the best schools, you know?
I've been caught up in Ready to Love, and I just can't take my eyes off of what's happening on Ready to Love.
Chelsea love that show.
Have you seen any of these episodes?
With you,
Nephew
when
Tommy?
we lived together. I haven't seen the new episodes.
Okay, y'all. First of all, y'all have to know this thing about me. I am the serial dating show watcher. I cannot stop watching. I will not stop watching.
She is.
It's either dating shows or it's judge shows.
Yep.
If it ain't dating shows,
court
it's Judge
shows or
Judy,
dating shows.
It's
That is
Judge
Chelsea.
Millian. It's divorce court, it's whatever court, okay? I'm watching it. But right now, I'm watching Nephew Tommy and Ready to Love season 9, and I'm telling you.
It's
because you know what? I have to support the black dating shows.
I'm not mad at you.
And it's like the only one besides Popping the Balloon. But we'll get to that later. Okay, now let me tell you. On season 9, Ready to Love, you're supposed to be ready, okay? You show up. It's in Philly this season.
Ready for love.
I'm ready to love. Okay, and Nephew Tommy's funny. He's been married to his wife for like 20-something years. And he gets these people.
Oh, God.
Okay, and I don't know what it is about this season, and I don't know who the casting agent is, but the thing is, it's on OWN, and on OWN, you expect it to be good to go.
Right.
It's on OWN.
Yeah.
And Discovery Plus, I think.
Okay.
And this season, the people who walked out of these vehicles to show up for this meet and greet, I already was like, hold on. Hair not done. Did you know that she was showing up today? Some of the hair not being. I mean, so already I was kind of like, wait a minute, is this what's happening? But anyway, as it goes on, this latest episode, I understand that for some men it's hard to be vulnerable, and we talk about this obviously on our previous episodes. And this one gentleman came to this girl who he really likes, Tay. His name is Cisco.
Come on, Cisco.
Come on, Cisco. And Cisco already turned me off from the first episode because he said, do you mind if I take my shirt off, while he was meeting people.
Excuse me?
And he's built. He's buff. You wanted to show us.
So he a ham.
You wanted to show us your muscle. It was hot outside, granted.
Okay.
He was sweating.
Oh, okay.
But you're the only one that took your shirt off. And so now you sit here in a white tank top while you're supposed to be meeting these women. Stop it. So you already, I'm done with you, Cisco. Now we're into episode like 6 or 7. And you told this woman, listen, let me just keep it real with you. I don't have a vehicle. I'm living in a room, but I'm ready for love. She said,
no, you're not. You have.
Ready where?
Okay, Cisco has a big dick, and he's used to dicking hoes down and then getting a place to stay.
Ready where?
That's what he's ready for.
Ready where?
He is ready to dick you down and get a roof over his head. That is what Cisco is ready for.
So Tay was like, I don't know about this. Now, next episode, homegirl, there's a nudist on the episode, and I'm all for it. All for it.
Okay.
You know, listen, we're comfortable in our bodies.
I mean, in my house, sure.
Right. I didn't know that all this was going down. Oh, so she's butt naked. Cisco's painting her body up. Cisco's butt naked. She's painting his body up. That's their first date. First date now.
Of course it is. Okay.
Same episode. He's going to have the date with homegirl who he just told he ain't got no vehicle and he's renting a room. She kisses him at the end of the date. So Cisco was butt naked with a girl earlier and kissing homegirl. I said, I'm done.
I'm done with y'all. This is how y'all let them behave. Y'all,
but I'm not really done because I'm gonna watch the next episode.
The bar is in hell for y'all straight women.
Hell. And this is what y'all giving me.
Oh,
this
my
is ready
God.
to love, nothing
so on anyway. A brighter news of what's coming out. So you know I watch Traitors, right?
Yes. Oh my God, you will not stop talking about this show
because it's so good.
Oh my God.
Anybody who watches, you know, Traitors is good. That you got to get on it. Chelsea.
I can't catch it. I think I'm 3 episodes.
You got to
into
watch
the first
Phaedra's season. That need to be the season that ushers you in. You got to watch Phaedra's season.
I'll start there.
But you know who might be on it? New York, bitch. And if New York is on Traitors,
I love New York.
Oh,
I love New York.
God,
She's gonna turn out.
It's gonna be the best season ever. It's gonna be the best. My fingers, my toes, everything is crossing.
I've been wanting her to come back to TV,
baby.
Just in general.
And on Traitors, she would be phenomenal. I was like, please, God. Please, God.
So you're praying?
Yeah, I'm praying.
Oh my gosh.
I've been watching White Lotus. That show is crazy. These white folks are really crazy.
What's going on in White Lotus?
Incest. That's what's going on.
Oh,
it's wild. What's
White
happening
Lotus,
on the show?
I watched the first run of White Lotus. I'm gonna watch the second because now I only am watching Ready to Love.
The guys are trying to murder me. Yeah, that's season 2. No, it's good. White Lotus is good. Like, I like how nuanced it is. Like, the 3 friends that went on this trip together, I love that whole storyline because you see that they really don't rock with each other like that, but it's so nuanced and the fake friendly, that whole situation. But then this incest situation, I was like, okay, y'all gone a little left. Y'all went a little left. I want a Black Lotus. I want
We just need more Black shows in general, though.
I want a Black Lotus where the rich Black families go on vacation and see how different it is than these rich white families. Like, that's what I want out here. But
there's a Tyler Perry version, though.
No, not a Tyler Perry version. I want an HBO budget version. Okay, thank you. Don't ever. Why do we have to even do that to ourselves?
Oh my gosh.
He can't do everything. Let us do our own shit.
She's like, but I can and I will.
Oh my God. And then I was watching recently my friend's movie, Miss Amber Riley. Y'all gotta go watch Single Black Female Part 3.
Ooh.
The finale.
Okay.
It was a good time.
Okay.
I had a good time watching that. It's on Lifetime. Y'all gotta go watch that.
Okay, I gotta check it out. I don't know how you can watch all these shows though. I mean, I'm gonna support Amber, definitely, but I don't have the emotional capability for all these characters. It's just too much investment. How do you have the emotion? I just can't invest in all these people.
Child, I think
The dating show's just enough. I'm like breaking up and making up, and who are they going to get with, and are they getting married, or what's going to happen? Then the reunion shows, and then I got to follow them after the reunion shows, and then I got to watch the IGs.
There is a lot of content.
So much.
Yes, I agree. But I go from show to show. You know, I don't do too much. I don't really have a lot of time to really watch like that. But
I'm still following couples from Married at First Sight season 2, and we on damn near Married at First Sight season 18. I just can't do it.
That's crazy. I did just finish this show called Adolescence on Netflix. You know, okay, so they tell it, this ain't really a spoiler alert, because they give it up front that this little white boy murders this little white girl. And I think they're in middle school, high school.
Mm-mm.
They're not that old. And it's like...
even worse.
What, right. But it's very much, it follows this little boy, and oh my God, how could he would never do something like this. And it turns out he did, in fact, do it because he can't control his temper. Oh. And he watched his dad never control his temper.
Oh, well, of course.
And,
of course.
You know, they made it so you follow and see how this family interact. And basically you see that the dad always had an issue with his temper and how he makes the whole house kind of cater to his feelings. And when he's upset, then everything is shut down and everybody got to go hide in a corner. And, oh my God, are you okay? And so then this little boy gets into these nasty Andrew Tate type incel people because he watching that on his computer, and he gets upset with this little girl and loses his temper, and then he kills her. Oh. And then you see the therapist come in and try to talk to him because they got to kind of get an assessment done on him, and he kind of blows his shit with her, and you watch him. That was my favorite episode, actually, because you watch this boy just turn into this. He's an asshole to begin with. He's just not a nice person. But then on top of it, and then he's like, I'm sorry. Every time he would blow his lid. And it was just like, this is really how y'all raise these little boys. And the most poignant thing that was said in it to me was when the mom is trying to, the mom and the dad are talking it out. And the mom was like, I think we should have called it out when we saw it.
Oh, so y'all saw this going.
So y'all saw him do these things. Y'all saw him blow up. And y'all didn't give him the same heat that y'all gave the daughter. Y'all would let him do it the same way y'all let this man, his father, blow his fucking top and tear a whole shed down when he's heated. Right. And it's like, this is the problem, y'all.
And I'm sure it was boys will be boys. I'm sure there was a little bit of that going on in the household.
I'm sure.
Of course, because that's what we do.
So it was, I'm glad that it exists, because it's like, yeah, can we talk about how y'all raise these boys much differently and how y'all don't call them out on their very poor behavior?
Yeah, well.
Allow them to show emotions. Allow them to cry. Allow them to do those things.
And then talk it out.
And then talk about it.
And then talk it out. I mean, isn't that the whole part of gentle parenting now, where you're trying to get the kids now to talk about their emotions and all these things? My sister-in-law and my brother are really mastering this actually, both my brothers are mastering this gentle parenting thing really, really well, where they talk about these emotions with their children, but they also both have daughters. It's going very, very well. And I'm sure it would go really well if they had sons. But it's going really well. But yeah, you got to talk through these emotions with these kids.
You do. Same. My best friend, she has 2 boys. And, my nephews, and she does a very good job of trying to sit them down and talk them through their feelings. Yeah. Like, how are you feeling about that? All right. Okay, you're angry. That's okay to be angry, but then you have to sit down. You can't do that. You can't, so it's really taking the time to really have these conversations, because if you don't, you gonna get people like, have you seen this press run for this Jonathan Majors?
Oh my gosh.
I am so
this man
disgusted.
What he's trying to push down, what he's trying to lead us to believe,
baby. the acting that is taking place.
The acting that is taking place for this movie that's about to drop. What's the name of this movie that he's about to come out?
Magazine Dreams. And I get it. Everybody raved about it at Sundance when it was showing at Sundance, and then he was supposed to get it was going to get a big distributor, but guess what? He abused his at the time girlfriend, so he lost all those things because you know what that's called? Punishment. Yeah. When you actually do some shit, that's not okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's just very well timed too, like this press run. So I remember, if I remember correctly, what are we, 2025? March 2025. So exactly almost like 2 years ago.
2023.
Well, we're in March 2025 now. Right. But I remember exactly 2 years ago, March 2023, is where he said he didn't abuse his girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. When it first came out, deny. Lawyers had absolutely, my client will be out of this is ludicrous. He did no such thing.
I remember Mr. Jonathan said, I definitely did not do that, and I definitely did not put my hands on her. I did not strike that woman. I did not do that. That did not happen.
Ain't that the thing though? You get on tape and you just say, "I did not do it. I did not do it." Diddy did the same thing.
Diddy did the straight up interviews. Did that? You know, I love those Dateline interviews where it's just like him and the person and the interviewer, and it's like a dark room, and they're under this like white light, and it's like, I didn't do it.
I didn't do it. And then the footage comes out.
Well, the footage comes out, the audio comes out, and the conviction comes out. And it's like,
oh, now what do I do?
Now 2 years later, we're on this press tour, and the audio, it's like, whoever, first of all, shout out to whoever leaked the audio. Good timing, homie. Because the person who leaked the audio is the real GOAT. Because they were like, hold on. Magazine Dreams is coming out when?
On Zeus Network?
Hold on. What's the date? Because I got this audio.
Not it's coming out on Zeus, though.
Well,
that's a whole nother.
Lamel Plummer. Hold on, let's talk about it. But they leaked the audio at the same time. So, homeboy, I mean, obviously the publicist was like, hold on, let's get everything. Yeah.
So you did actually strangle her. You did actually push her up against all the things. You did all the things. You did all the things.
Well, you got convicted. You did do it. And now the audio has you claiming that you did do it. You're admitting to it. And here we are.
And here we sit. And do you know that Sherri, I Can't Stand Shepherd, brought this man on her show? The same Sherri that just fixed her lips to talk about all the women who bared it all on the red carpet. And my God, I'm going to have to put on my auntie wig for this because y'all women just can't do this. Leave something to the imagination. All that bullshit.
Cover your cookies, I think.
Cover your cookie box.
Couldn't even say the word vagina. Let's talk about it.
We are not professionals, but in fact, regular OG lesbians with life experience who are trying our best to grow and put emotional maturity, vulnerability, and consideration of others at the forefront of our actions. Listen to us at your own risk, because who gave these hoes mics?
One of the things that I noticed in the conversation that she had on her show about the comments that she had about women and women specifically on the red carpet and the things that she had to say. I think she had mentioned like Julia Fox. I think
Zoe Kravitz showing her whole butt crack, all of that.
Megan Thee Stallion. And by the way, I just want to say, as a lesbian, women, please
keep it up.
Come on this red carpet.
Baby, y'all look good. And you know what?
Y'all look good.
Y'all look empowered
beautiful.
as fuck. Y'all look like beautiful. Y'all are doing it for your goddamn selves. God. And not for no nigga. God.
We love
dreams,
it. Y'all. Wet dreams.
Okay, keep it up.
Keep it up. Rewind.
We love it.
So one of the things I noticed in her commentary was, yes, about y'all don't leave anything to the imagination, yada, yada. But one of the things that really stood out to me, especially about Megan Thee Stallion, is she said, Megan, I listen to your music.
Right, WAP and all of that.
I listen to your music, WAP and all that, and I really enjoy your music, yada, yada, yada. And the thing that I found most interesting about that is, so let me get this straight, Sherri. Shepherd.
Yeah.
So you listen to this woman's music where she talks about sex and the things she likes to do to her body and the things she likes to have done to her body. And you play that in your car, like you said, but you have a problem with how she shows her body.
Right.
How she shows up in her body in public. So that's the thing that you have a problem with. But you don't mind blasting the music in your car.
And Megan Don already told y'all, the people talking about my body, this pussy ain't for none of them. So get off my dick, okay?
So there's that. So I just found it very like hypocritical of her to even mention that in the same sentence.
Right.
That you're
So you telling me you listen to wet ass pussy in your car,
right?
But she can't get out here and have pasties on her nipples?
That part.
Get out my face.
I just found that very interesting.
Get out my face.
But so anyway, so this same woman then has Jonathan Majors on her show.
Correct.
And is asking him about his movie and yada yada, and touches on this whole abuse topic. And Jonathan, how did you feel when you got convicted? What kind of question is that?
And prefaced it with, we can't talk too much about it, but it was just the gentleness and the softness of how she talked to a convicted abuser. Right. And at no time said,
but you didn't bring up the question of Jonathan that you brought up when you were shaming the women, which is interesting, which is Jonathan, little boys emulate you. So why are you out here in the streets abusing women?
You didn't bring that up. Like you did
when you brought it up with women. Why are y'all out here dressing like that when little girls emulate you? So it's interesting because you didn't say any of that.
These women haven't abused anyone. And they're not harming anyone.
Shame Jonathan, though.
But you didn't have that to say.
You didn't have that same energy with Jonathan. You didn't
not at all.
You didn't shame Jonathan.
No.
In front of his face.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't have any shame to give him, actually. You had nothing but forgiveness and hand-holding.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
She really did coddle him.
She really did coddle the problem.
Him. Yeah.
Y'all, older Black women and white women, I mean, I think this is just across the board, but I definitely know in our culture, little boys are coddled in a way that allows them to not have to take accountability
100%.
when they do wrong.
100%.
And the way that y'all drag little girls that then grow into women that y'all continue to drag is very different.
And the point that she's trying to make, which is cover up, is like, so modesty is not a survival skill,
baby.
Sherri, modesty is not a survival
Women
skill.
in turtlenecks and skirts down to their ankles will not stop abuse at the hands of men. Do you know that Black women are abused at the hands of Black men predominantly? Yeah. Those are our abusers.
Yeah, it's kind of shameful that that's the stance that she took at her age, because what is she, 50-something?
She's got to be in her 50s. And I know she even brought up, she was talking about when she put on her auntie wig, her crooked ass auntie wig, to talk about what women should and shouldn't be doing.
Not her crooked wig.
Because you know she had to, it was on crooked. If she talking about putting on an auntie wig. Your auntie wig already on.
Sherri, straighten your mouth and your irresponsible wig,
okay? Period. But when you put that on, you said, well, back in my grandma's day, they said, you know how they say, leave it to, your men want to have something to the imagination. We're not doing this for men.
But we're not dressing for men. And Sherri, your grandmother, if you're 57, your grandmother was born around 19.
They was in horse and buggies. Like, what are you talking about, Sherri?
1910. And you're still also carrying this generational shaming through and through. Women. So you were shamed, and so you're going to continue. So what you're choosing to do is continuing to shame?
Yeah.
Women?
Yeah.
That's what you're choosing on your platform?
On your big ass platform. This is where the irresponsibility comes in. And actually, Jonathan should have been shamed. Yeah. There is nothing wrong. And I know y'all gonna be, I get it. White men and Black men, they need to lose things equally. I get that.
Yeah.
But y'all still need to lose things. There is punishment that should come when you do wrong. especially when you abuse people. I don't understand where this disconnect happens, that y'all don't think people should be punished, especially Black men who abuse women.
Especially because the abuse is so much about power, control, and entitlement. So when we don't allow them to have the punishment, we continue to allow
Feed
them
the
to
monster.
feed the power, control, and entitlement.
That's it. Because
that's exactly what we're doing.
You get Diddy up here on a camera after the footage comes out.
Because, only after, by the way.
Only after.
Because do y'all remember, wait, do you remember when he was on the live? Like, y'all I can't wait until the truth comes to light because I didn't do it and 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 I didn't do it. And then the video of Cassie.
You know what that just reminded me of? Blink. Everybody go watch that fucking movie. It's like the Get Out of sexual assault. It's like if you took out the racism out of Get Out and put in sexual assault, it's that. But there is a scene with Channing Tatum's character he's an abuser. He's clearly an abuser. That's not a spoiler. But he sits in a chair and he basically is like, I'm sorry. 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 He just says it over and over and over and over. And then he just like, he's done. It? That's it. And then he smiles. It's like, because that's what y'all want. Y'all just want me to say I'm sorry. And then I go back to being a millionaire and abusing more people.
Yeah. We kind of settle for it.
And we settle for it. We allow it. And this was it was like, wow, Sherri, you couldn't give a better example of this. Of how our culture does.
Yeah.
We shame women who have done nothing wrong but be empowered in their bodies and own their own bodies, own their sexuality for themselves. Again, centering their own pleasure, centering their own bodies.
Right.
But you still think in your mind that their bodies are for the male gaze.
Right.
That's your problem in your head, Sherri. You still think that that's for the male gaze when them women are clearly out there dressed for their goddamn selves.
Right.
But now when an abuser comes out here, you ain't got shit to say.
Nothing.
You ain't made that boy take no accountability.
Nothing. Not even a mention. Not even a mention.
It's disgusting. It's not even disgusting.
It's just, that's the part that kind of...
That's why Nia Long almost put them hands on
Well, yeah. I mean...
I don't know why.
Put them paws
on you. I don't know why that happened, but girl, if Nia would have went at your ass, I wouldn't even been mad. Because what are you doing?
Sherri and any other person, whether it's...
Y'all better rethink these ideals that y'all got swirling in your head.
Covering up or being modest or don't dress like this or there's any of those things, having the idea that equals safe.
It's not true.
It's not true. It's actually been proven to be not true. It's actually been proven. It's factually not true.
So how many other times do we have to say this? Like, I don't get it. Because even Phylicia Rashad, and this is another person who stood 10 toes down behind Bill Cosby, another abuser. I know we all love Phylicia Rashad and she miss Claire Huxtable. I love it the same. But it's like she went on a Breakfast Club again. I know everybody was like, oh, she dropped so many gems. She also dropped some bullshit. She also... talking about girls not wearing enough clothing nowadays, and I wish they would just cover up. Same shit, same tired ass shit that Sherri said. Leave something to the imagination for these men. Baby, we not doing it for the men. And how many more times do we have to tell y'all? It got nothing to do with them. And even if they put on more clothes, y'all keep standing behind abusers.
It's just the point. I think the more that I hear, even as we talk about it, the more that I hear even us talk about the word clothes, it's like it just distracts from the problem. Like, stop addressing the wardrobe. Start addressing the wolves. Like, period.
Please.
That's like I don't need any other woman ever again to talk about clothing or
and
put on
somebody
nothing.
Had
Start
on.
addressing the actual problem, which is why do men feel so entitled to fucking harm women? Period.
Period.
That's it. honestly, that's the conversation.
And start there.
That's the
Start
conversation.
there the next time you wanna have something to say and you wanna put on your auntie wig.
Because anything
please
else
start
is you're trying to
with
shrink
why
me.
men abuse women
Period.
all the goddamn time.
Period.
And hey, guess what? We love men over here. So please
We do.
bring
Shout out
the
to my
men who do
brothers.
not abuse to the front.
Front of the line.
Bring them to the front of the line. We want to support those men. Put the abusers to the back of the line.
Stop supporting
and let
them.
them go sit down somewhere and fucking heal. Because I'm telling you right now, what Jonathan Majors on his fucking press tour talking about, he's done so much healing in the Bible and
Let me get this straight, because I want to just do a timeline. Let me just ask you a serious question, Shiloh. You've had breakups. I've had breakups. I mean, I just want to do a serious timeline. I just want to think about this. So you mean to tell me, you want me to believe that you done had some legal battles,
because you abused your girlfriend,
done gone through court, done fought a case, got convicted, got blackballed, tried to fight your way back, met a woman, fell in love. I don't know how long that takes.
Right.
Got the nerve and got the gall up to propose. I don't know how long that takes. Done introduced her to your family and your friends. Done figured out how to get married and found locations and done all the things. Booked a motherfucking movie, shot the motherfucking movie, did all of that and doing all the things, and you done did. Oh, by the way, got all the way healed. You did that in
You
did that in 24 months. Brother, please.
Why he over here talking about his brothers and his sisters and Coretta Scott King and MLK and all of that bullshit? I need you to go to the back of the line, like I said, go sit down and really fucking heal, because can't nobody really be healing out here doing press runs. Like, get the fuck out of here.
I feel like you're gaslighting me.
You are gaslighting us, Jonathan, and we are tired. Like, we're tired. I'm tired, okay? Go sit down. Bring the non-abusive men to the front.
We got T-Hugs for you.
We got T-Hugs for you. We got T-Hugs for you. We have love for you.
Right.
We want y'all to be the ones who are held up in our community, the ones who don't abuse us, the ones that love on us, the ones that encourage us. Those are the men I want to bring to the front of the line.
Yeah.
Send the abusers to the back. I don't want to see them for like some years.
Yeah.
Some years.
And, you know, as far as I just speak for the Black women, because, you know, I know
that's what we are.
Because we're Black women.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to keep supporting our Black men who abuse Black women. I just want to just say that we can take the night off. We can take the year off. Honestly, we could actually go ahead and retire. We could cash in that 401k now, because we don't need to keep doing it, y'all. We can sit down, because the first people they look to,
you see, he was with a whole white women, and now this nigga has been around nothing but Black women.
Yeah, we don't.
Because that's now it looks real convenient, my friend. It looks real convenient.
Yeah.
And this goes for y'all toxic ass studs that have internalized toxic masculinity as well, who abuse.
Exactly.
Let's just put that out there.
Word. Talking to you too.
We talking to you.
But the other ones though, that don't.
Chelsea said come to the front of the line. She got a T-Hug.
Definitely got a T-Hug for you.
All right, y'all. Time for questions. So we gonna switch it up a little bit. You got real serious in here. So somebody sent me this in the DMs. They said, "Did you see Doechie's live? Doechie talked about how she farts. She's just letting it go. She says she's worked too hard to hold it in. How do y'all feel about farting in front of people, and especially your partner?"
Ooh. First of all, I just want to say we are a Doechie Stan account.
Period. Because people is sending us what Doechie did in the DMs.
Y'all have figured out. I love that y'all have figured out our cheat code. You already know we are a Doechie Stan account.
She's a Black queer person who's talented.
We love her.
Fuck, from Florida, baby. So of course we're gonna stand over here.
Yes, we love her. So thank y'all for sending that in.
That shit is funny as fuck. So Chelsea, do you fart in front of your?
No, I do not fart in front of my significant other. And the crazy thing is,
are you that girl? You
I
hold
am
it
that
in?
girl.
You hold it in?
I will hold it in. I will leave the country to fart. I will not only go in the next room, I will go to my car. And I'm known to like low-key fart in my sleep. And I think that's why I'm so embarrassed about it. Because people I've been with have been like, yo, you fart in your sleep. And I'm like, oh my God, don't tell me that.
That's you fart in your sleep. Oh.
So,
but
God. The other thing is too, unfortunately, like I am turned off by people who fart around me. So I know that it is a natural.
So first of all, if you're like 5 years in, you telling me y'all ain't never farting around each other? That's nuts.
No, I know that it's a natural thing, but I'm still gonna be a little bit turned off. Like, get away from me for a little bit. Yeah, I'm not really. I mean, I'm not turned on by it.
Okay? Well,
I know.
We're not gonna kink shame.
We're
not gonna yuck somebody's yum.
Thank you.
Who's turned on by farts? Somebody probably is gonna say me out here, but okay.
Some people are turned on by their own farts. That's another thing.
Get
like,
the fuck out of here. Who do you know that has ever said that to you? How do you know this? Shut up. You just made that up. Like, what? Where the fuck you got that from?
I feel like there are people out there.
Girl, you just coming up with kinks. Girl, good night.
Don't kids like their own farts? I feel like I've heard that before. I think people like their own farts.
I will say this. I will say on the farting stance, I think in front of like my homies and shit, I'm not holding it in. Like I'll go somewhere. I'm not gonna just do it right by you, but especially if I know it's not gonna be a pleasant one. I'll go outside or but I'm not holding it in. I'm not doing that in front of like my people. Fuck that. Now, if I'm dating somebody and we are at the beginning, hell nah. Like I feel like there's preserve the sexy.
Have some decorum. Don't
preserve
just be farting.
The sexy. Like there should be a preservance of sexy for a good amount of time.
How
Usually
long?
like the
How
honeymoon phase of a relationship.
Like 7 years. Like that's gotta be like a good 7 years.
No, I say like a good
after we get married.
I say like a good 2 years of like preserving sexy.
You're gonna not fart in front of your significant other for 2 years? Then that's like
no. I didn't say not fart. I said preserving the sexy. Now I think it gradually declines in those 2 years.
Do you wait until they fart in front of you first? Are you okay with them farting in front of you?
Absolutely.
Like day one.
Because not day one. I preserve the sexy, not day one. But I'm saying like it shows a certain amount of comfort though. I will say that. I think it shows that they're comfortable.
You know what would be an interesting conversation? Like what petty things are you turned off by? Like I think that's a conversation for another podcast because there are other like ick things, you know what I mean?
Sure, but I think at some point, especially if y'all live together, like not farting in front of each other. So do you also close the door when you pee?
No.
You don't close the door.
No.
So you'll pee in front of your partner.
Absolutely. I pee in front of my friends.
So okay. So I don't get the difference between that and farting.
I don't know. It just seems very like
now, shitting in front of my partner, that's
absolutely
never.
Absolutely not. I'm not going to
Never.
fart in front of you. I'm not going to shit in front of you. No way.
Yeah, nah. But anyway, thank you for this question.
That's a great question. I hope we answered your question. Keep sending them.
I'm dead.
All right, y'all. Before we get into fuck, marry, friend zone, we love y'all. We want y'all to know that. And if you're kind of liking us too, follow our podcast. Take a screenshot and share the podcast, all right? And Spotify has a new button where you can just tap the button and you can share it to Instagram. So go ahead and do that. If you got a friend or two that's probably tired of the same tired conversation, blaming women instead of systems, share this podcast to your group chat, okay? Rate our podcast because it does count. You have to listen to the podcast for how long, Shiloh?
60 seconds.
60 seconds. Come on, y'all. Y'all
that
can't listen
equals
to the podcast
a download,
for
baby.
60 seconds.
We got goals out here. Give us these downloads,
Come
baby.
Come on now. Goals now. Rate this episode. Leave a comment. Keep in touch with us on our IG. Oh, me and Shiloh just Just join TikTok, y'all. We think.
We on TikTok. We think. We don't know if we really doing it right. Y'all tell us how we doing.
Yo, hit us up at MVP Podcast. Ratings matter, so leave one. We love y'all.
All right. It is time for Fuck, Marry, Friend Zone. All right. We got the Aries bag.
Oh, it's Aries season.
It's Aries season.
Shout out to our
very
Aries
fiery,
babies.
very fierce. Shout out to y'all. So we have, you ready?
I'm ready. I've been ready.
I have Jasmine Sullivan.
I
have Mariah Carey.
Okay.
And I have Dej Loaf.
Okay. All right. That's a nice little mix up. It's a very interesting. It's a mixed bag.
It's a mixed bag of Aries.
All right. Let me see.
Let me see.
Let's go. Okay. Ooh. Okay. All right. Who am I marrying? I don't know who I'm gonna marry. I think I'm gonna friend zone Mariah Carey though. No, I don't know. Hold on.
She's struggling.
I don't know. I am struggling. I think I'm gonna Miss Loaf. Who am I? Oh.
Doom, 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 doom.
All right. I think I'm going to friend zone Mariah Carey.
Okay.
I just feel like for me and Mariah,
go back like babies with pacifiers.
Fires. Old dirt dogs, no liar. Oh man, I miss old dirty bastard. I think I'm gonna friend zone Mariah Carey because she's just a bit too much for me. Mm-hmm. And I think that even as a friend, I really wouldn't even call her that much. Now, Dej Loaf, I think I would fuck her. I think I would fuck Dej Loaf. I think I would do that.
Okay. She go between Mask Femme.
Yeah, I like how she kind of bounces around. I think I would fuck her. And I think she's really attractive. I think I would fuck her. But I don't think I'm coming back for seconds. I think I'm going to leave some money on a table. But I'm going to be... I'm going to say what's up to her when I see her in the street. And then I think I'm going to marry Jasmine because I fuck with Jasmine's energy heavy. Like, I really fuck with Jasmine's energy. So I think I'm going to marry Jasmine. Jasmine, what's up?
Okay, well...
Oh, that was difficult.
I see. You struggled with that one. It was very simple to me, and it's the exact same that you did. So Mariah's definitely getting friend zone. It's too much happening over there. She is...
It's too much.
Now, something is happening. I don't know what it is, but I don't want it.
It's hard to pin down.
It's too much. And then... Dej Loaf, I think I'm gonna fuck when she's in her femme zone because she's actually pretty fly when she's femmed up.
Very attractive.
She gonna have to get femmed up for me a little bit, and then we're gonna fuck. And like you said, I think it'll be a one and done. I don't need to come back. And then I'm gonna marry Jasmine because she can, two ships in the night. Just passing. Yeah. And then Jasmine, I'm gonna marry because that seems like the best option. I don't know her. I feel like you don't really know her personally too much. You just know her music. So maybe that is how you know her. But she can sing to me,
She was kind of giving you, though, her stories through hotels, though. So it's like you do know her, but what I know of her is kind of like...
I don't know.
If I marry her, is she even going to stick around? Because Jasmine's kind of like, nah, girl, I'm trying to be out here in these streets.
Or she heartbroken. It's like, or you did me dirty and you... Yeah, so I don't know. And then she'll bust the windows out your car.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I don't think none of these are a good option, honestly, now that I think about it.
But yo, we love the Aries energy.
All right, y'all. Keep your heart soft, your vibes high, and stay in bloom.